Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another Fae Mythic Hero Abyssal Clear. Today we are taking down the God of Openness, Askr, to win the Gold Forest Friends. Cute, but I'm not sure who I would put this on, as is the case with many of the gold accessories. And this map's very funny because we have this one random Marth here. I think this is the first time they've ever used a non-generic unit aside from the featured mythic or legendary on one of these maps. And Martha's here just so that they can trigger opened domain on Askr. And this Marth is actually kind of nutty with all the lovely skills and the refine they gave him. He's actually surprisingly a threat. I kind of enjoy that they mixed it up a little and added him in here. When I first saw it, I thought they'd add multiple other heroes as like reinforcements, but just Marth, and still cool. Probably a good thing they didn't, or it would become very overwhelming very quickly. But this map, not too bad overall. Askr and Marth are the main two that are worth worrying about. Everyone else, pretty manageable. But since Askr is the God of Openness and all about cooperation between the worlds, I thought for this one it'd be fun to bring the Prince of Askr, Alphonse, and 3 characters from various worlds, some of my favorites from each. So real quick, let's go over our combatants this time. Leading the charge, as always, is our dear Professor Byleth, just running a standard Gale Force set. Nothing too fancy here, just rushing down the opponents, helping clear out some reinforcements, though he's not doing all the heavy lifting this time, funny enough, but he does have joint drive attack to help his kills and buff up allies as well. Next up, Best Daughter Morgan. I actually wanted to bring Male Morgan for this one, but I would have been running 3 reds in that case, which would have been very bad. Wouldn't have worked very well. I also considered Robin, but having Kanto from Far Trace was very essential for one part of this map. So Best Daughter Morgan picking up the slack as usual. She is running Triangle Adept though, because mostly she's here to hard counter Marth. That is the most important thing that she does, and we need all the help we can to get through all his stacked skills. So Triangle Adept helps with that, as does, again, Far Trace for the Kanto and for the stat reduction. Speed Res Rain as well. That also helps Alphonse a little, I guess, technically. And Blade Session gives her a little more oomph. And we can play around the condition thanks to rallies and stuff. Next up, our new resplendent boy, Corrin. It's been a long time since I've dusted off regular Corrin and brought him to one of these Abyssals, so it's cool to bring him along, and he is going to be supporting mostly just with his ruse and rally. Those are the main things. Close guard does give a little more cushion, but the main thing is the ruse and the rally. I think if I didn't have close guard, we were getting barely killed by some enemies, so that's why he had those. Also, I gave him a speed refined Yato since he is not ally supported with any of these units, so getting the extra speed is just a little more helpful, I guess. And then finally, the Prince of Askr himself, our Valentine's Alphonse, still putting in a lot of work protecting his comrades with his generic far save setup. Nothing too necessary to explain there. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and charge into battle. Alphonse, today you meet your destiny and slay yet another god, but this time it's your own god. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so starting things off, we are going to swap Alphonse and Corrin so that he's a little closer, and we're going to have the dear Professor toss Morgan up, and she is not actually going to absolutely body this sword fighter yet. Instead, we're going to take down this Lance Knight just to clear them out. Zap them. Zap. 249s, 49, one of my luckiest numbers, takes that Lance Knight out. But unfortunately, Morgan is going to be left in range of these enemies, so we're going to have Alphonse move up to support, but first we'll have Corin move over and rally, which will also drop Ruse on Sword Fighter and the Green Flyer, and now Alphonse can move into position to support. So Morgan's going to take a hit from the Sword Fighter, but she's so fast she doesn't get doubled, and the Triangle Adept helps reduce some of that damage. And Alphonse totally tanks this Green Flyer. They're just doing nothing to us. We aren't doing a whole lot back, but that's fine. We actually need that Green Flyer to survive. Red Mage also does nothing, even with color advantage. And instead we hit back with a big old bonfire. Again, miss the kill, but do a good chunk. Now we can have Morgan take out the Sword Fighter like so. Zap. And we're going to have her just move out of the way so that she doesn't get hit by this Axe Cavalier. We're going to have Byleth move into position to tank, and we're going to have Corin move up as well. However, we don't want to drop the... we don't want to rally Alphonse, because that will actually affect the enemy positioning. So instead we're just going to have Alphonse rally Corin, so we still get that ruse, but the enemies move the way we want them to. And the Green Flyer will now move down to attack Byleth and get intercepted by Alphonse. If we did that differently, the Green Flyer actually moves down and attacks Alphonse directly, and then is in the way so that the Axe Cavalier won't attack Byleth. The Red Mage also moves in to attack Alphonse, and we are going to just body him with Bonfire, take him out. Axe Cav attacks into the Professor, hits us with a pre-charged Moonbow, but we just tank it and kill on the counter. And now we've got to deal with Marth, who is rapidly approaching, but Morgan still can't take him out in one shot, but we can work around that. So we're going to have Byleth move up and take out the Green Flyer for exact damage, no change at all, and still not doing enough, but moving Byleth is helping with Blade Session. Next we're going to have Corin rally Morgan and Alphonse rally Morgan, and now she can move in and take out Marth with her Aether. Zap. Heal herself up, which will be helpful. And now Byleth is able to actually survive a hit from this Fafnir right now, but if they initiate, it's a different story. So we're going to have him pull out of the way, hide behind Alphonse, and the blue Fafnir attacks Morgan, but we've got all those buffs on her, so she is fine to survive thanks to healing up with Aether earlier. And now we've got this very annoying blue bat chasing us down, which we will have to contend with. But first, we're going to have everyone else get out of the way. Corin is going to move down, Byleth is going to move down, and we're going to have Alphonse hit the blue Fafnir, just work on charging our special, heal up a little bit, and now we're going to have Morgan draw him back. Alphonse is quite sturdy, even when he's stacking distant defense instead of close defense, so he can tank this blue bat, no issue. Hanging in there, just fine, over half our health remaining. And now we are going to have Morgan hit the blue bat once, and Alphonse will finish the job. Bam! There we go. And we need Byleth away from the blue Fafnir, so we're going to just have Corin and Byleth move over out of the way. Green Cav attacks Alphonse. Again, not quite killing, but more than enduring. And we are going to hit this Blue Thief with the bonfire. Almost get the kill, but that's fine because we double back and finish the job. There we go. Alright, now we have to deal with this blue Fafnir, so we're going to hit once with Alphonse. Bam. Charge up our Aether for next turn, which will be important, and Morgan is going to finish the job. Zap. Chew right through that Aegis, and then we're going to Canto away from Askr, because if he initiates, we will die. Stand over here, and her low HP and being next to 2 green mages and having Triangle Adept, none of that matters because Alphonse will cover for her. And we're actually going to just send Byleth and Corrin over this way, get out of Asker's way, and draw some enemy fire over here to attack Byleth. No issue. Green Mage attacks Alphonse, and we're finally going to finish them off. Goodbye. Alright, now we are going to have Corrin hit the Green Cav, and we're going to just move Byleth over to provide drive attack support. Hit Askr with our Blade Session boosted attacks here. 1, and here comes the Aether. 2, and now Alphonse, take out your own god. Bam! There we go. It's okay, we just hit him with some flowers, just triggers his allergies, he's gonna go lie down. He's fine. And now, to finish the job, Morgie takes out the Sword Cav. Zap! And there we go. Everyone did quite nicely. It's actually kind of interesting to have maps where Byleth isn't the hard carry. I would say Morgan and Alphonse did most of the work on that one. But we got the gold for us, friends. And with that, another Mythic battle, Abyssal clear, is down in the books. It was fun. We got to use a nice mix of our units. We got to bring in Corrin, who's been out of the rotation for a very long time. And yeah, we just got to do a fun map. So thank you, as always, so much for watching. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon and the Angel Army, signing out.